Good morning, YouTube. This is Bill from Little White Dory, and we're just walking around the gardens here today. It's early, not that early, maybe it's 9 o'clock, and just taking a peek at all the things that are blooming. Grapevines are starting to reestablish. We've got all kinds of stuff growing. We got these beautiful roses. They are just amazing. We have some buds on this one over here, but it hasn't popped yet. Just a quick walk. Oh, this is probably the first day that we're getting these to pop. You just have all kinds of stuff in bloom. I just noticed the first rose that's about to pop on the... I got 1, 2 buds. Hello. That's Luna saying hello. More grapes. These grapes are looking good. I'm going to have to keep them away from my arborvitae. We've got the Corabelle. We've got this Scotch broom, which is like an explosion of fireworks. We've got the tomato garden. I just watered it, so they're a little wilty, but they've tripled in size. I'll be putting up some trellising or strings to hold them up. We've got the garlic doing fantastic. We now have scapes. Just noticed them 2 days ago, and I'll be clipping them. Then I also saw something that I was so totally psyched about. Down in here, I can show you one. Right here is a ground cherry. There's another one down under there. I've only had these in the ground for about a week. I've already got fruit on them. We've got more asparagus popping. Again, this is always, I give credit. Credit is due. Olivia's Oblivion Garden, from one of our prior year woofers. But we've got all kinds of asparagus popping. I've got some peppers here and here, and I guess over there. And then today, I just noticed it for the first time. Take a peek. We had planted well, we've got lots of roses, I guess. But back here, you can see I still haven't done anything with my garden. We've got the first of our white roses. And I can see there's a couple more ready to pop. They're just so beautiful. Girls are all hanging out under the lilac bush. It's not that hot out, but I guess they're in slow mode right now. So the kale had bolted. It's just doing what it's doing. We planted some mandevilla back, 1, 2. We do have some roses ready to pop. This is a climber, and this is a climber, and they're both very, very thorny. Oh, there's a nice cluster. Got some lilies back there. My new lilac is growing, and these are, I think they're called cinquefoils. Anyway, enough with the garden. We're going to head out front. I'll show you the state of the vegetable farm stand, or farm wagon. Coop is doing what it's got to do. Everything over here is looking good. The girls are starting to get shade from the grapes. Notice that there's nothing tomato plant wise on my little trailer. And in here, I'll just take a quick peek through. No more tomatoes in here. So we have just what's on the wagon up front. And I set it out about 15-20 minutes ago. So I'm just going to take the stroll up here. I'll show you what I've got going on. You can see my little chair with the umbrella over here. And we got the radio on. Let me just hit the radio off. I like NPR, but I don't need to plug them.
Really a sign of the frustration of...
And I have out here 2 of the seed catalogs in case people have questions about the tomatoes. Oh, these are really popping back quick. I just watered them and they're already coming back to happiness. So we've got two more Carolina Reapers. like 4 Early Girls hybrids, Anaheim chilies, a couple more of the ground cherries, a couple of the green California Wonder Peppers green. We've got these great whites that are a white pale green tomato. There's probably about 50 of them. Then we have some of these Dad's Sunsets, the orange tomato. I have some Bonnie Best, and they're divided by these little wood things here. So that's the, 1, 2, 3 major types over here. We've got the tomato plant sale, and then of course I added the really high-end tomato plants in addition to just a small sign out here that says plant sale. Up here we have, in this corner, the black Brandywine, true black Brandywines, and they are what's known as a potato leaf tomato. We've got some Romas, or Roma VFs, a little disease tolerant. Then I've got some Rebecca Allens, I don't know if they can be seen. Nice big red tomato, well, pink tomato technically. Some Rutgers, the Rutgers are going like banshees over here. And then I get back to some Roma, regular Roma, which, considering that these were planted at the same time as those and most of the others, they've been out here. They've been moving, but they haven't been moving as fast because they just don't look as happy. So we're hoping that they'll start moving. If not, they're going to be starting to be freebies. And I have just a basic sign. Just ignore the traffic. It's just part of living on Long Island. 7.5 million people. They all got to go to work. And I'll walk over here and show you the one view. It's kind of just backing away. You can see the running gear trailer. And then the last is my tomato plants. And that's it. It sounds like a highway here, but it's really not that bad. Started out with 1,440 seedlings. I'm going to guess that I'm down to probably 250-ish to go. Not a bad deal. At $2 a piece, you can do the math. And it covered all of my expenses. It is now even paid for my running gear, which I only paid $200 for, so it's not really like I paid millions for it. But that little wagon has worked out really, really well. People have been asking me a lot about it. But that's it, folks. It's coming up on 9 minutes, and I'm going to call it a day. We'll be out here selling today through the weekend. And then after this weekend, we'll call it quits. If it's not gone by then, I'm going to put a sign out. Maybe it says free or something else. Alrighty, folks. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy it, click the like, subscribe, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.